None of us are here representing a political party. None of us here have political ambitions. We are just regular citizens who are tired of watching rulers rob us, take us for idiots. So we want to ensure, had our parents come out and spoken like this, maybe we wouldn't have had to do this. So we are doing this for the sake of our children and for the sake of unborn children, so that they won't have to come out and do this. Hi, good evening. I'm Christopher Stephen. I'm a citizen activist, part of a group called GGY. We started off in June 2022. At that time, we stood for Gota Go Yaya. After Gotabaya fled the country, we were also wanting system change and accountability, so we changed our name, keeping the same three initials, to Good Governance Yaya. So system change and accountability is something that we've always been talking about, and something that's very important even today. A lot of people felt that after Ranil Wickremesinghe took over as president 1.5 years ago, that things would change, but now most of us realize that things very much remain the same. Why that is, there are many reasons, but one of the main reasons is, although Gotabaya left his position, fled, the 134 Pohottu MPs who elected Ranil Wickremesinghe were still part of the same corrupt system. So they are the ones who have appointed Ranil Wickremesinghe in his position. So that is why you see so many, whoever who's involved with crimes, whoever involved with irregularities, among these 134, they are not being held accountable for their crimes. So citizens like us come out and speak against things like this. Some of the things, just a few of these things, if you look at financial crimes, the bond scam, which happened almost 5 years ago, the loss to the country was 12 or 15 billion rupees, billions, above 10 billion. This is not a small amount, but today we have not found accountability for that. Today there is no one who's responsible for that. Why is this? Why does it take so long to find out criminals who are behind this? Then if you take the sugar scam, which happened almost 4 years ago, the value was 20 billion. Then you have the garlic scam. Then you have the substandard gas scam, which the Consumer Affairs Authority chairman, he directly implicated and gave all the evidence to the CID implicating the then Trade Minister Bandula Gunawardena and his deputy Asantha Alagiyawanna. To date, no action has been taken against them. So where is the accountability? Then we also saw how Ratwat, the minister, how he basically illegally entered the prisons and threatened prisoners there. Courts have found him guilty of that. What has happened? Ranil Wickremesinghe recently appointed him as a minister. How can this happen? Then we saw Nimal Siripala de Silva. He was accused by none other less than the Japanese ambassador of soliciting a bribe from Taisei, thank you, from Taisei Corporation. But what happens? Gotabaya Rajapaksa asked him to resign. Fantastic. Ranil Wickremesinghe appointed a committee, he was exonerated, and now Nimal Siripala is back again a minister. So what does that mean?
Same ministry.
Same ministry. So what does that mean? What does that mean? That means the Japanese ambassador was lying. Correct? So we can't watch these things happening as citizens, and while we make all the sacrifices, the politicians some of them are not even elected. Our president is not a person who's there by the people's mandate. He's there because he was selected by 134 mainly Pohottu MPs. He is making decisions on behalf of all of us. The VAT was increased from 15 to 18%. Income tax has, that they are trying to widen the threshold. That's all good. But what are the sacrifices they are making? While Sri Lanka is bankrupt, Ranil Wickremesinghe has, over the last 1.5 years, made over 15 foreign visits. And when he goes overseas, he's not just with 2 or 3 people. So we pay for all of that. So why aren't they making sacrifices? What are the sacrifices they make? And why do we need so many ministries? So this is why we keep saying system change is needed, accountability is needed. Just look at killings. Last year, when the country was bankrupt, Ranil Wickremesinghe as finance minister allocated 539 billion for defense and public security. What is the amount allocated for health? 300 odd billion. What is the amount allocated for education? 200 odd billion. Why is this? Why do we spend so much for security and defense. For whose security? 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, during the Easter attacks, 269 people died in a bomb attack. To date, we are unable to find out who's responsible. So where is this money being spent? Over, I think 15 years ago, or was it 10? I can't remember, it's been so long. Asantha Wickramatunge, he was killed in broad daylight. To date, we don't have a person responsible. Prageeth Eknaligoda, Keith Noya, Prageeth Eknaligoda, that was an enforced disappearance. Keith Noya was brutally assaulted. The Sirasa media organization, I think one more, I can't remember, I think it was Sirasa, they were attacked. Why is this? The government does not want, or rulers, those powers that be, do not want to these news organizations reporting the truth. They want to scare people. Kill one people, scare 100. I think that seems to be their strategy. So this is why even to date we are unable to find out who's responsible for these things. So we will keep speaking about these things. We will continue to keep speaking about these things. We have ministers who are criminals. Diana Gamage is not a Sri Lankan citizen. The Immigration Control Department has stated so, but she's still a minister. Johnson Fernando's company owes almost ₹1 billion to the excise department. Still, no action against him. In fact, Ranil Wickremesinghe goes to celebrate his birthday. Right? Mahinda Rajapaksa, Basil Rajapaksa, Gotabaya Rajapaksa and Nibad Cabral have been found guilty by the courts of bankrupting our country. What is the action against them? Nothing. Mahinda Rajapaksa comes out and says he has no shame to say, I'm not going to accept this. I'm not going to accept this ruling. If we are found guilty of a crime, can we come and say, no, I'm not going to accept this? We can't. How can they? As if to belittle the judicial and the courts, the ruling, just a few days after that ruling was given, we see Ranil Wickremesinghe coming and celebrating Mahinda Rajapaksa's birthday. So what is the message that is sent out? The rule, Ranil Wickremesinghe, Gotabaya came to Sri Lanka, came to power saying one country, one law. But it's obvious that one country, but several laws. One law for people like us, one law for politicians, one law if you have political patronage, one law if you're a VIP. So we will continue to speak about things like this, and we hope more and more citizens come out and speak, because it's obvious, looking at how Kelia Rabukwella was also arrested, if citizens didn't come out and speak, if brave journalists like Namani Vijayadasa didn't expose the wrongdoings, this would not have come out. Right? And we saw how the government tried their best not to avoid arresting Kelia. We saw how the CID, which functions on the Ministry of Law and Order and Public Security and Defence, we saw how they refused to take down the name of Kelia Rabukwella when the manufacturer of immunoglobulin as well as senior health ministry officials said he was directly implicated. Only after the court said that they have to take that his name should be taken down, that they do it. And only after citizens, activists came and had a peaceful satyagraha outside the CID, did they actually come and arrest Kelia.